Hello and welcome back to our channel Investment Ventures. In this video, I will be covering the updates that these four ace investors have made to their portfolios in the quarter gone by. That's the Jan to March 2021 period. And we find that one of these investors is very shrewd and most of his stocks are doing well. I will cover that very shortly. So as a disclaimer, this video is made only for educational purposes and no stocks mentioned should be bought or sold without the advice of your financial advisor. This is our links to join us on Telegram or on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, so the four investors that we have been covering even in our previous video and now is Radhakishan Damani, Rakesh Jhunjunwala, Ashish Dhawan and Ashish Kacholia. Okay, so the first one, R.K Damani. Now, he has not been a buyer in any of the stocks for this quarter. In fact, he has trimmed his holdings in Blue Dart Express, United Breweries, VST Industries. Now, although he has trimmed his holdings, it is not that he is negative on the stock because he has a large chunk still invested in these companies. And out of these three, we still feel that Blue Dart could be one good investment that you can even make at this level, because based on the current situation, based on the freight industry, the logistics that is required nowadays, I think it will continue to gain, and there is very low floating stock in the market for Blue Dart. It is controlled by DHL. Okay, the next one I have here is Rakesh Jhunjunwala, and if you see, he's done a lot of transactions and many of them are actually in the new IPOs that have come out. That's Nazara Technologies, Jubilant, Ingravia. Out of this, he has increased stake in the ones that are highlighted in blue, and there are few that we like out of this definitely. One is Jubilant Pharmova, because this makes an oral pill for remdesivir that is being used in COVID. Fortis Healthcare, that's a no-brainer again because that's hospital and care. Agrotech Foods, if you do not know it by the company name, then I'm sure you would be knowing it by the brand. That's Conagra, and it makes the Sundrop oil as well as the Act 2 popcorn. Then it has a lot of confectionery items. So this is another good stock that you can own even at this price. And of course, there's one more which I have not listed down, but that's a multi-commodity exchange. That's MCX, because with the trend that's going on where everything is moving digital, all the brokerages are gaining ground, gaining customers. MCX is one of the largest players in the commodity space. The other one being NCDEX, but MCX beats it hands down. The next investor I have for you here is Ashish Dhawan. And if you see, he has raised his investments in 3 of the stocks and trimmed in 1. He has trimmed it in Max Healthcare. Now, we do have our picks from this 4. That's RPSG Ventures and Glenmark Pharmaceuticals. Glenmark again is a no-brainer. It's in pharmaceuticals. But what really caught my attention was RPSG Ventures, because this is a stock which acts a little differently. It's a venture capitalist fund of the RP Goenka Group, Sanjeev Goenka Group. And what they are doing is they are investing in newer businesses. So when these newer businesses are taken to the market, when they attain a certain amount of scale, and when they are taken to market, I think the valuation that can be attained at that point of time will be much larger than what the investments are at this point of time. So otherwise, general public do not have access to venture capitalist funds as well as other ways where they can directly invest into new businesses. This could be one idea. It's a unique business model and it's a listed entity. So this can be something that you can consider. It invests primarily into personal care products, and personal care products have been growing recently. And The larger competitors would be Hindustan Unilever or a Max, those kind of brands. Okay, the last one I have for you here is Ashish Kacholia, and like I said earlier, we have one investor who's very shrewd, and I would call out Ashish Kacholia's name here because if you see his investments, they have grown manyfold, and the stocks he's been picking, you should go and check the returns that they are making. They are very solid businesses, unique business models, and it was very hard for us to select one or two out of this list. In fact, he's not been a seller at all in any of the stocks. He's been a buyer. And let me list down my choices here. Polymedicare, that's one. It's into medical devices. It makes devices, medical devices for oncology, for dialysis, and gastrointestinal issues. So it's spread across many areas, and I think it's again a no-brainer. Garwale Polyester, it makes sun control films as well as paint control, uh, paint coverings, those kind of products. Again, it's a market leader in its space. Birla Soft, this has been repeatedly mentioned by us in our previous videos also, as well as in the IT selection list that we had. Philips Carbon Black, this again is a RPSG group, Goenka group company, and it makes carbon black, which is used in tires as well as any other equipment where you require black, for example, steering wheels or cameras. Kaplan Point, again a pharmaceutical company, no brainer here. Acresil, Acresil is a unique company which makes granite sinks, and it makes it by the brand of Carisil, and it's been exported worldwide. So it is a leader in its category also, but the only risk could be here that it's dependent on one product, but it's been for a very long time that they have been modifying and growing in that space. And the last one we really like is HLE Glass Coat. This makes process equipment for the chemical and pharmaceutical industry. It's an MNC, also a very good investment at this point of time. I think that's all I had for the changes that these four investors have made. If you do like our videos and the ideas we bring, do subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page, as well as join us on Telegram, and the links are provided in the bio. Thank you for watching.